Heim as he retreats and gets ready to start this one.
And that's kind of just one of the evolutions of six-man football in the last couple of years is everyone was doing onside kicks because there was so much space on the field. But as these teams get used to seeing it and defending against it and returning those onside kicks, it's kind of more of an anomaly to see that long bomb that we see right there.
Fielded by Mercedes, but taken back to about the 18-yard line, and they will start there. 1st and 15. Yep, 1st and 15 in the six-man game. They will start their first possession, and you know first possessions are so important. They want to get some positive momentum here to start. They're going to start in an all-tight formation. Maverick quarterback, they're going to shift and hand the ball off. Met in the backfield and thrown down for a quick loss. Jason Cox off the right-hand side smashes and blows up the play.
And like you said, first drives of these games are so important. Both teams looking to set the tone from the beginning on how they want this game to go for them. And Northern Valley, you know, we talk about them being able to score in waves, but they want to be known as a physical team too. You got to be known as both if you want to be the top dog in the state.
Tight formation again. They're going to go in motion off to the right side. Pitch goes back. Ball's on the floor, and it's fought for. Looks like Deerfield will come back with it as the ball hit the ground on a simple toss play to the right, trying to get the ball to their workhorse Robles, and kind of them jitters maybe. This is not the spot that Coach LaRue wanted to be in. 3rd and 15.
Yeah, a little bit of a shaky start in those first two plays here, but they got plenty of time to put that behind them. We talked a lot about that reset button, and now is the time that you need to do that.
Botello out wide, flank next to him is Michael. They're going to throw the ball here. Nahara now will tuck and try and run it where he's tracked down in just off of a short gain. Tackled by Gavin Tallheim.
Didn't get quite the yardage that they obviously wanted there, but I like that, spreading them out and putting it in the twins, not taking the direct snap and giving it to the guy so that way he's able to pass or run with that one.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A little slot pass out here on the flat. He's going to be hit and driven backwards by Kitten Tallheim. Turnover on downs as they came up about 4 yards short.
Nice pop from the senior right there, stopping him in his tracks as that was a crucial play. Setting the tone from the beginning, kind of like we talked about. And they were pretty close to the sticks and picking it up there, but a big thump from the senior back there at safety puts an end to that drive.
Northern Valley will start Tallheim under center. And they're going to go 3 across the right side of the line. Toss back to Hanson where he's going to look to pass. And now he'll tuck and try and run. Go through one tackle, throw. Oh, he just a bare hand tackle. Otherwise, he's probably looking at pay dirt.
Yeah, a little bit of a different formation that we probably, I don't know if we've seen that from the Huskies this year in a tight bunch like that. A nice little look. You know, Deerfield probably hasn't seen it much either, trying to catch them back on their heels, give them something a little different to start this game.
Toss back to Hanson again. What a block on the edge by Tallheim. Into the end zone. No, he's just short. Tallheim made a heck of a block out of that quarterback position. If I can hit the replay button here, I was a little slow on the uptake, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he threw a great block, and you're going to see it right there. Give his Cooper Beebe impression.
That's exactly what went through my mind.
Game.
Quick side, inside handoff goes to Hanson, in for 6 points for Northern Valley.
You got to be happy on that first drive if you're Coach Gebhardt. You know, a lot of times we'll see Northern Valley spread it out and try to use that speed to their advantage. But, man, they wanted to come out making a statement, hitting them in the mouth in those first 3 plays.
They're going to line up for the 2-point field goal attempt. This is something that Coach did spill the beans a little bit on me. He said they made some adjustments. They backed the snap up a little bit, and they went to just a one-step here for Gavin, and he's going to catch it. What a beautiful kick, and it's going to be no good, but there's a penalty flag on the field, probably roughing the kicker. Yep, personal foul, roughing the kicker against Deerfield. They'll line up to do it again. Heck of a kick just off to the right-hand side, but he got plenty of leg on that.
Yeah, he took a good look at the end of that play, too. I didn't know if we were going to hit I didn't think about hitting the replay fast enough. But Gavin is okay, but I think that was maybe Deerfield trying to make a little statement of their own.
So we'll repeat the play on the untimed down here on the extra point. Of course, if you're just joining us, 6-man, you've got to kick it to get your 2 points.
You talked about those adjustments, though, and they did look like good adjustments for Northern Valley there. I know the kick was off on that first one because he had a man breathing down his neck.
This one will be a quick play. They're going to go for the one-pointer as Gavin took the direct snap, finds number 22, Jason Cox, in the back of the end zone. They'll put one up on the board, and they'll now lead 7-0. Back with Open Spaces Sports, Clint Cox, Aim Baird here for you. Northern Valley jumps out to a 7-0 lead with just over 7:42 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Going right if you're wearing the green jerseys. Let's see how the counter punch that the Spartans can bring to the table. They're going to line up deep with Marcius, and he's going to be able to field this one. He's going to take it at about the 10-yard line on a one bounce. He's going to go up the left-hand sideline where he's met and taken down by the sophomore, Owen Hammond.
Yeah, if you're Deerfield on this drive, you're wanting to be able to get a little bit more space out in front of you, use that speed of someone like Robles to your advantage and try to use the space in front of you, create mismatches as much as you can. They do come out in this I formation again.
They're going to be awful tight. Now, Robles is going to go back to the deep set. Now he's going to be lead blocker as they're going to go around, but interrupting that party was Brody Preston, cleaned up by Jason Cox after that play, but Brody blew it up in the beginning.
Yeah, and a good job by the Husky defense there. Everyone trying to get their hat on the ball. Swarm the ball carriers. They know they've got guys that can wiggle out of a weak tackle or a one-arm tackle. So if you get all 6 guys to the ball, it's going to be hard to break out of that one.
When teams play a tight formation like this, Preston and Brody really do a good job knocking them down for another loss. This is Peyton David off of the left side, defensive tackle, running it down for a 0 net gain on this one. And again, a 3rd and 15 aim. It's not where you want to be.
No, it's hard to pick up this this first down if you're going to stay in a 3rd and long situation. They do go to the trips on the far side once again.
They'll snap it back here. This snap goes to Nahara.
Blitz coming off the edge.
Into the right-hand side or left-hand flat. It's going to be overthrown now, 4th and 15.
That blitz coming off the edge from Jason was just enough to make him a little uncomfortable and try to get that ball out too quick. Wasn't able to hit his receiver.
Coach Hansen and Giphart dialing up the pressure. They're not wanting them to be able to sit back and just find receivers. Substitutions going around. Looks like they might be going into a double wide situation here. High and near. They're going to now try a punt attempt. The punt is away, and Northern Valley didn't have anybody back, so it will flip the field. 24-yard line is where Northern Valley will start this next possession, and we'll be back in 60 seconds for more from Open Spaces Sports.
All American Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
Now Northern Valley's going to go barnyard here. Hanson's got it. Tucks it high, and he's going around the left side. He's going to squeeze by the defender on the left side. Nobody's going to touch him. 6 more points for Jeremiah Hanson. Hit the replay button because that one was fun.
Yeah, and that's that speed we talked about before the game started. Comes out wide. A good block there by Jason Cox on the edge. And then just tiptoeing down the line and using that speed, turning on the jets, and nobody was going to catch him when he had all that green in front of him.
Foul line on the PAT. 56-yard touchdown there by Hansen will lead to the 2-point PAT attempt here for Gavin. Hold is down, kick is away, kick is good.
You gotta love this start of your Coach Gebhardt and the Huskies. 4 plays, 2 scores.
They lead 15-0. We'll be back. Back for the Deerfield Spartans is Marcius, and he'll have maybe a chance to field this one. He does at the 3-yard line. Works his way up the left side, looking for a block and finds one. Now he's going to lay one tackler, carry it all the way to the 21-yard line. Best start fielding position by the Spartans. They need some confidence. They need a play to work here right now. If Coach Adams got one in his pocket, he needs to get some confidence in that Spartan sideline, if nothing else.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes one play to kind of flip the script and really open up the floodgates for your offense. And they need that right here to kind of get some of that momentum back, because it has been all momentum for the Huskies so far to start this game. They're
going to go split one high, one low. Botello closest to us. Snap back to Nahara. No, it's going to be a direct snap to Hill. And now a handoff, maybe they're going to say it, but a good run here by Maverick will be just short of the first down.
Looked like the snap was bobbled a little bit, but nonetheless able to do something with it. And I think they're trying to contest it right here, that the man who took the snap was the one who ran past the line of scrimmage, which you cannot do in 6-man football. So they are going to look at that to see if it was a handoff or not.
They're going to stop the clock and think about it here, because right now they're going to talk, because just what you said, Aim, the snap kind of went in between the two players, and they both kind of simultaneously took the snap. And I don't know how the rule book reads there. When two players take the snap, does that mean the next person who takes sole possession of it has a handoff in a sense?
I would say so, but, you know, I think Northern Valley is arguing that the guy who ran it was the one who got the snap.
Okay, so we went to our expert. I don't know if you know him or not. He's got his name on the field. Chuck Fessenden sitting next to us. He's saying it's got to be a clear handoff, and that probably the expert in New York says that there was no clear handoff there, so they're going to be a flag on that. I don't know what the enforcement is of it.
They said false start 5 yards is what they did say. But I'm not sure, or illegal formation.
And Jim's going to explain it to Coach LaRue over there.
You don't lose any yardage, you just put it back where it was and then lose it down.
So it's just a loss of down on the play. No yardage is marked off. That's what New York has said to us. You didn't know we had that at Open Spaces Sports, did you, Aim?
Not usually, but we're in playoff mode now.
That's right. The big boys step up to play here at Open Spaces Sports, and got the most expert rule man there is on this side of the state to key in on our game here tonight. So it'll be second down.
Illegal touching on the Spartans.
And they're still working it out on the field. It's most of this crew has been working 8 and 11 man this year, and they come down to a 6-man, and you got to change a little bit because it is a different game.
Yeah, but they handled it. They handled it right. They knew they had something they needed to talk about.
And good on them for taking the time, discussing it, getting together, and getting the right call done ultimately.
Robles with it on the left side makes the first man eat dirt and gains 7 or 8 yards on that first carry. Will bring up third and manageable at this point.
So it was unfortunate that their longest play of the night did get called back, but coming out of that, they returned with another good play right there. Maybe they are starting to get a little something going here.
I would assume you're in 2-down territory. You got to put some points up on the board here. So 3rd and 8 as they look at it here. Northern Valley showed a blitz, and they'll bring 3. The pass is going to be there, and he's open. They just short-armed that ball. They had a wide-open receiver, Macias,
yeah.
Macias was there. They just couldn't get the ball to him.
Wasn't able to get his feet set. He was on the run. Had a couple of Huskies bearing down on him trying to get that tackle, and unfortunately put it in the dirt in front of his receiver there. But really nice play drawn up out of the backfield, kind of a bootleg wheel route going up the sideline there.
Hill gets it back to Navarre again. He's getting tracked by a couple Huskies, floats it into the middle, and everybody's eligible. I think that might have been the center, Irvin Rodriguez there. But he let it go through his hands. Otherwise, he's got an easy first down.
Yeah, and there was a lot of space in front of him as the Huskies were bringing the house there on the front of their defense, really bearing down on the passer, but unfortunately could not come up with the play.
So Northern Valley's ran the ball here to start. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the ball find the air this time. Tallheim going to straight back. He's going to look for a receiver out in the flat. He finds Hanson's quickly driven to the ground by a couple of Spartans, and after just a 2-yard gain.
That was a nice job by the Deerfield defense. Their corners there running with the Northern Valley Huskies receivers, not giving them any time. You know, Kenton was going through all his progressions, really looking to take a shot down the sideline there, but just had to settle for throwing it in the flat to Hanson for a short gain.
Lyra kind of got busted up there on that tackle, was holding his right arm. Now he's going to go to the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. Substitutions in. Northern Valley 2nd and 13.
They'll go 2 wide on the near side.
Jason will look to snap this back to Tallheim. Tallheim fakes to his brother. Now he's going to look to throw it. He cannot run it. There's no clear handoff. Jet it into the middle as the soft spot in the zone was found by Nolan Kinnerconnect. They're going to connect that for about 10 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, put that one on a rope right there to get to his receiver. Another nice job by Deerfield, not giving a lot of space to these receivers. They're wanting to just burn those defenders and put this ball in the air, but they have not allowed them to do that. They are sitting at a 3rd and short. We'll see what they go with here.
Twins to the far side, Kinnerconnect and Hanson. Snap back to Tallheim. Pitch to Gavin, and now they're going to try and run a little sweep where he is blown up in the backfield. He'll lose one, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a really nice stand right there by the Deerfield defense once again. I thought Northern Valley had the edge set really well there on that one, but they worked through those blockers for a loss.
4th and 4. Tallheim's got plenty of leg. Looks like they might be lining up to kick it. It's a 4-point attempt here if he kicks it. Center is Jason Cox, holder is Hanson, and a kicker Gavin.
There's no wind here tonight in the Valley. Kick
25, 35-yard field goal goes off of the upright.
I didn't get the upright there. As that thing was a bullet off the foot. Didn't have time to move the camera, but all but in. You can see that thing still wiggling.
35-yard boot with no problem with shortage of leg. He hit the top foot of that upright.
Yeah, absolutely had the leg for that one. That could be something they go back to if they ever find themselves in another 35-yard situation again. But it will be a turnover on downs. Give the ball back to Deerfield. We'll see if they can capitalize on a couple of those positive plays that they had at the end of that last drive of theirs.
So another 6-man rule. The ball gets spotted back to the line of scrimmage, not where they put it down to kick it. So they'll start from the 15-yard line. Looking for a receiver now. He's going to take off on a scramble. He's going to get up for about 8 yards. And a good play there on 1st down. Their first good play on 1st down to get some positive yardage. And we talked about momentum. Could that missed field goal be that momentum the Deerfield needs?
Well, and I like the versatility that the Spartans are now kind of trying to tap into here on the offensive side. Is when they were in that tight bunch to start the game, they just don't have a lot of versatility. You know, they're going run out of that. And the speed of the edge of Northern Valley just wasn't allowing them to do anything with it. But now,
starting to put a little bit of offense together after another 5-yard run by Nahara as they're going to come up 3rd and 3, maybe a long 3, but
yeah, and this scramble,
positive yardage.
And this scramble look, at least when they initially go into it as a Northern Valley defense, you have to respect it enough to kind of see how it plays out. And, you know, they're looking pass first, and if it's not there, then he's taking off. Haven't converted a pass yet, so it might be something where Northern Valley's safeties kind of cheat up a little bit, which, you know, then leaves you exposed for a deep ball.
Quick formation here. Nobody back there with Nahara. He's going to look here for a quick out, and he finds it. Wide receiver's open, and he's going to make 2 men miss. 1st down after a gain of 10. Deerfield will get to punch a 1st down as they found Christian Portello.
Setting up a nice little drive right here. Getting some pretty good chunk yardage on each and every one of these plays. We'll see if they can keep it rolling as they're about to cross over into Northern Valley territory.
Rodriguez back under center. He's going to snap the ball here to Hill. As he does, Hill will pitch back to Nahara. Working around Kinnerconnect. He'll lob it up into the middle. Oh, it's a good play there. It's a first down and many, many more. Gain of 30 yards on the play will push it all the way down to the 11-yard line. They have found something in the game, throwing the ball.
Trying to go quick here.
Colton Musil with that reception, looking at going quick, going to throw this ball again. Nahara's got it back. Takes 2 steps. He's going to lob it up. Gavin Tallheim went up like a volleyball and spiked that one down.
Yeah, he wasn't going to have any more of that quick pass out there. And that gives Northern Valley time to regain their thoughts on defense here to try to make a stand as Deerfield finds themselves at the 11-yard line, knocking on the door to the end zone here.
2nd and goal from the 11. They're going to spread them way wide, barnyard side. Nahara and Hill in the backfield. The snap will go to Nahara. He's got to throw it. He cannot run. As Peyton Davis bearing down on him, he throws the ball up. Nice placement, but it was just out of the touch of Musil.
Yeah, that's kind of the pass that you needed there, though, is there was only one Deerfield guy on that side, so either you're looking at making a really Mahomes-esque play and throwing far side of the field across your body there, or you're putting it where only your guy could potentially get it. Unfortunately, lost it a little too far, but they live to fight another day.
Nahara making some people miss and putting the ball in not in harm's way.
Right.
And he needs to stick with that because they need to come out of here with points. 3rd and goal from the 11. Hill will get the snap. It was low, but now Nahara's got it. Peyton David had him wrapped up. Back to Hill it goes, and he's going to get around the right side where he's met
and they almost got away with
by Kenton Tallheim, and they did not get away with that hold.
That's going to be Irvin Rodriguez. Irvin Rodriguez grabbed a little bit of jersey.
But look at this play. Worked out quite well as Hill got the snap. Nahara back to Hill, and then the hold was called right there. Tallheim saved the touchdown, but they're going to march him back.
It was a nice quick screen there, using their athletes, and that's that space, usage of space that we were talking about when they were trying to find something that works against this Northern Valley defense, and I think they kind of have.
It's a 10-yard spot foul, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 19. Here comes the shotgun approach. They'll go to Hill. Back to Navarro it goes. He's looking for a receiver. Good blocks up on the front edge. Now he'll dump into the middle, and that's Robles who's got it and looking for the end zone, smelling the end zone, reaches for the end zone, and he did not get there. The official says he's just short. What a play by Robles.
Yeah, he had the reach on that one. I wondered if he was going to get across, but his elbow must have been down, and then he got a little bit extra there. Jason Cox trying to make a play on the ball, got burnt on that pass. I think he was thinking pick 6.
4th and inches as the ball, if I look at it from my angle, looks like it's already in the end zone.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do here. You kind of think that they're just going to go big man up the middle as you need no yardage. But you can't do a quarterback sneak. We know that. So we'll see if they get a little tricky and maybe try to flip it outside. But this would be a pretty good stand for the Huskies if they can get the stop here on 4th and inches.
Now they're going to line up in a throwing formation as they drop Hill on this side, Mercedes on the far side. Snap back to Naharo's got to find a receiver. Kinnerconnect's trying to run him down in the backfield. Naharo's got to float it up in the middle, and it's going to be knocked down by Jason Cox, and Northern Valley will take over on the inch-yard line.
And it's a nice stand from the Northern Valley defense. I understand trying to go back to what kind of put you in that position, but if I was Deerfield, I probably would have went back to that tight bunch set and try to just get a guy to fall forward because you needed literally inches to get into that.
It looked like Northern Valley must have gone to a man-to-man situation there as Kinnerconnect was the only one there, and what a cat-like rusher having Nolan Kinnerconnect breathing down your neck.
Yeah.
Northern Valley's going to go under center here with Tallheim on the inch-yard line. And they're going to get free 5 yards on that one as they hit the hard count. Kenton Elway over there barking out his signal is going to get 5 more.
That's textbook time for a hard count. Backed up, backs against the wall in your own end zone. Not sure what play you're going to run there. It's like we said, you can't go quarterback sneak. So
I'm not sure any of these kids know who
freebie.
Elway is either at this point. So now a handoff right up the middle. Gavin Tallheim, and it's off to the races. Let's see how fast he is. He's going to be able to go, and go some more. 75-yard touchdown by Gavin Tallheim.
What a turn of events on the 6-yard line. Runs it in for a 74-yard touchdown.
My math is bad, but that's all right. Man, that's a long run for Gavin.
Impressive play from the sophomore when the Northern Valley Huskies needed it. Got the good stop on defense there. Kept momentum. Good times rolling on their side and capitalized in a big way on the big gain.
Double reverse coming. They're going to give it to Jason Cox. He's going to put his head down and get through the tackle of Trey Hill and score the extra point. They'll put one more up on the board. Northern Valley now leads 22-0. House music of Can't Touch This is kind of the way the Northern Valley running attack has been so far here in this first quarter. Long runs by Hansen and now Tallheim.
I started to hear this song playing as Gavin broke that run, right? You know,
It's probably going to be on a highlight film at some point. That's a backbreaker, though, if you're a Spartan fan right now.
Yeah, they had the chance to turn it into a one-possession game. Get stopped at the 1-yard line and then give up the big play. But, we've said it time and time again already. You got to put that behind you and find ways to get points right here before this game gets out of hand.
Kennerconnect now going to punch one as Mercedes has got it at the 20-yard line. He's going to try and he does make one man miss, dives forward. They'll start this possession on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good starting field position for the Spartans here. And let's see if they can keep what they found on offense going against this defense of the Huskies.
They were able to move the ball when they spread it out and put the ball in the air with their quarterback, Nahara, leading the charge.
Nothing fancy, just a couple of quick passes, dink and dunk type stuff, letting your guys run in space. But if that's what works, man, do it again and again.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. You found something that gives you positive yardage.
Nahara got plenty of time this time, finds his man Robles in the flat, and he's going to make some people miss. And whoa, 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 whoop, whoop. Here he goes for a 35-yard gain down the right-hand sideline. They moved that ball all the way to the 25-yard line.
And I like that choice from Nahara as he had running space in front of him that he could have picked up the first down on his own, but he knew giving that ball to Robles in the flat was going to maybe create a lot more, and they do just that, giving it to the playmaker here for the Spartans.
That's a nice look right there. They got some confidence building. Let's see if they can punch one in. Nahara is looking this time. This time he finds into the flat number 7 as he's going to go back across the formation, wrapped up by Kenton Tallheim, and now driven backwards by Hansen.
About a 5-yard pickup there for the Spartans.
Botello was the man on that reception and got rudely taken out of there by Hansen.
Yeah, he had good space in front of him, then tried to flip the field there and didn't really gain any after that. Maybe he should have just put his shoulder down and tried to pick up a couple of extra yards down that sideline.
We're going to reset the play clock as this helmet snap was giving him trouble after that tackle. Now his earpiece is coming off. The new technology with those helmets, this is not something that happens too much anymore, but it used to happen all the time.
Those cheek pads flying out?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are the most uncomfortable pieces of rock.
And he's going to have to go off to the sideline where he gets some equipment attention. Somebody get a Dremel out. Let's get this thing fixed.
And he's been the catalyst of this Deerfield offense on these last 2 drives. So they're going to want to try to get that fixed and get him back in there ASAP because they're going to have to go to another page of the playbook here with Nahara out.
2 freshmen lined up on the left side of the formation. They'll flip back to Nahara. He's going to go around the right side this time, looking for a place to run, and he does run and advance that ball up all the way to the 4-yard line before Gavin Tallheim knocks him down.
Yeah, excuse me. I said Nahara was out. It's Botello who was out. So it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 5. knocking on that door once again. There must be a little bit of space between that first down and the end zone. And if they put the ball where they did last time, they're going to have a first down. But we have the end of the quarter here, Clint.
Yeah, we'll go to our video ad and be back for your second quarter action. Northern Valley leading Deerfield 22-0. Aim Baird and I'm Clint Cox back for your second quarter action here at Open Spaces Sports. Deerfield knocking on the doorstep, trying to get their first points up of the night. They've been able to advance the ball through the air. They're going to look at this formation again. The two freshmen down here nearest to us, they're going to flip back now. This is Robles who's going to put his head down and just run through Northern Valley for 6 points of his own.
And I like that play call out of the break, playing some grown man ball right there. Just putting it down, playing hard-nosed football, running through that defender and knowing, hey, I need a yard once I get to contact to get into the end zone.
Northern Valley was not ready for the dive in A-gap. And Robles probably would have scored anyway. So they get their first 6 points, looking to go. They're not going to kick this one. They're going to go for one. Nahara back at quarterback. He's going to swing to the left-hand side. Into the middle, he's trying to find his center, and now that's overthrown. The extra point is no good, but Deerfield is on the board. They still trail 22-6. We'll be back with the kickoff here shortly.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery of a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high-quality cement.
Mittens of Oakley is located right off I-70 and Highway 40 in Oakley, Kansas, and they've been serving folks for decades. That's right, folks. They provide, of course, bulk fuel and oil delivery in 3 different states, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, they'll go there to take care of you. Plus, folks, they have a great convenience store. When you pull off the interstate, you can find about anything you want in the convenience store. If you're hungry, you can eat at the IHOP or run over to Sonic or maybe even Subway. It's all available at Mittens in Oakley, right off I-70.
Onside kick is down, and Deerfield has recovered.
Long Island, Kansas.
Really nice job on the onside kick there. It looked like Jason Cox had it, and he did, but comes up holding his arm a little bit there. Couldn't wrap that ball up.
Before we were back from break, you saw it on your screen, and a wonderful play. And guess what? Coach Adam LaRue, Adam LaRue said, we're good at that game, and he just proved it.
That was one of the better onside kicks that we've seen all year.
Nahara looking across, and now, Kenton Tallheim read it all the way. If it had been in basketball, he was going to go for a layup. He was looking pick 6 all the way.
Might have been one of those ones where he tries to get up and dunk that thing, as there was nothing but fast break in front of him.
And that is great job of not over-pursuing by the backside linebacker there as Nahara went to the right-hand side, tried to go back on the action to his receiver on this side. Kenton was there.
Kind of trying to figure out that quick pass game, the dink and dunk over the top.
Nahara now will go advance it on the run, but it'll be wrapped up after a gain of 3 yards. Kenton Tallheim got him.
The ball comes out, but he was down by contact first, Van Lay says. So it's going to be 3rd and about 10 left before they pick up the first down. Going to need a little bit more yardage here as they're in medium to long territory, which we haven't seen from them in the last couple of drives. So we'll see what they dial up. Northern Valley doing a nice job of putting those receivers out in front of them again and not giving them any space. They've given them a lot of cushion the last couple of offensive drives for Deerfield, and here they're not allowing that space.
Nahara off to the right-hand side into the flat. It goes to Bertello, and he'll be wrapped up after a gain of 4.
Another good stick from Tallheim right there. Leaves them with 4th and 6. It's 4th and 7. You know they're going to go for it here as they're at the 33-yard line. You got to think this is 4-down territory.
You're going to go for it here, and you want to keep the momentum. They ceased the momentum as soon as that mixed field goal happened, and they've been in control of this game since. Now they're going to try and get here on 4th down. Big play here for the Spartans. Yeah. Snap back to Hill. Now Navarro's got it. Shades off to the right-hand side. David's going to track him down. Floats it up into the middle. Reaching up, and Owen Hammond swipes it out of the sky. Interception for Northern Valley.
Yeah, one of the nicer long balls we've seen from Nahara tonight, but Owen Hammond reads it well. You can see him in position there on the left side of the camera before it even leaves Nahara's hands. Did a nice job reading his eyes, knowing where he was going with that pass, and got to call Oski.
Yeah, the sophomore, probably his first defensive snap, and gets the pick. Northern Valley tight formation here once again. Tallheim under center. Handoff goes to Kinderconnect. He'll have his first touch of the night, but he's wrapped up quickly there on the defensive side by number 42, Gabe Christ, after a very little gain.
You haven't got to call Kinderconnect's name very much in this game so far, but he's kind of a Swiss Army knife. You kind of said that when we started this, when you were saying lineups. He's a utilitarian that you can put anywhere you want to there, but he's a shifty player. You'll see him come out here, but he'll be back in there before too long with another assignment from Coach Gebhardt.
Jason Cox back into the game as well after he was shaken up on that onside, but he's going to come back and he'll anchor that power right-hand side. Now they're going to hand off directly up the middle to Gavin Tallheim, dragging people. He'll march off 6 or 7.
Yeah, looks similar to the play that he broke off for the huge chunk touchdown earlier for 70-plus yards. Couldn't quite get through that second line of defense there.
As Coach Gebhardt gives us 3rd down call to his senior quarterback. Always nice to have that senior quarterback out there running the show. That is Kenton Tallheim's specialty.
And they've been playing 6-man football, these seniors, the entire time that they've been up at the high school level. As this is the 4th year, I believe, Northern Valley has been here. So they know this game well. They know he knows how to manage a 6-man football game really well. Nice run here, but there is a flag in the backfield, so we'll see what it is. It's more than likely holding, and it is. The white hat calls it out.
This is a great play, and it's more like the 11-man where they pull the offside guard to go the wrong direction. Everything went one way, and then Hansen took off and went the other way. I loved it.
The 6-man version of the naked bootleg.
Yes. But a hold will go against Northern Valley. We'll back them up. Now they're going to go in 3rd and long. Now, they haven't thrown the deep ball yet tonight. Wonder if it's going to show up here.
And they tried to a couple of times, but we talked about it that they had that one series where it looked like they were going air, trying to get their passing attack going, but Deerfield did a really nice job not giving those receivers on the outside any room to work, and Kenton was going through his reads, had a lot of time to throw, just nowhere to go with it, so he had to keep going short.
Base formation coming at you here. Cox is going to be snapping the ball. Brody Preston down here on the bottom. Kinderconnect up high. Snap will go to Tallheim, and he'll reach back and throw it to Hansen. Now they're going to go on the right side, and Hansen's going to try and tuck and get there on his own. What a move on the outside. Now he'll shake and bake, and he'll get to the sideline where he will outrace every Spartan for a Northern Valley touchdown.
And Jason Cox did a really nice job right there, keeping with the block. You'll see it right here as Jason finds where he's going. Really big block right there, setting that edge, and the last man that could have stopped Jeremiah Hansen from hitting pay dirt.
That's what speed do, huh?
That's what speed do.
3rd and 30, and they went for a run. Hansen takes it to the end zone. Gavin will line up this extra point. Hold is down, kick is away, kick is...
I think it's just to the right.
No good. Heck of a leg, but not much for accuracy, kind of like my golf game. 28-6, Northern Valley leads. We'll be back with your kickoff in 60 seconds. 28-6, Northern Valley leads here. 6:33 to go in the second quarter here in Almena. Beautiful field. out there for a playoff football game. Zoom in and out. It's kind of fuzzy. There it is. Here comes Gavin's kick, and it's away. Marseilles back, and he'll field it at the 5-yard line. Going to go cross field he goes, and now quickly the other direction, but he's met and drugged down by Nolan Kinnerconnect.
Yeah, Macias had a nice return right there, but got stuck by Kinnerconnect after he crossed the 20-yard line. We've seen a couple of decent returns, though, from Macias back there.
Marcius, the lone senior on that Spartan sideline over there, doesn't want this one to be his last football game of his career.
No, and if you remember playing Deerfield a couple years ago, they did not have the record that Coach LaRue and Macias would want, or any of these guys. But it's impressive and just a true testament to the teamwork and the coaching over there, that this team, compared to the couple of years ago when I think they might have gone winless, the trajectory that this team is going, and they could be a force, even though they're going back up to 8-man. Man, they could be a force to be reckoned with.
Big junior class is playing a lot of football here, and that was a great play by Tallheim on the outside edge there to stop it after a gain of 3.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Hill going to field the snap one more time as they'll go twins to the far side. Flip back, Nahara. Shake and bake, drops Preston. Now he's looking to go deep across the middle of the field. What a catch!
Great catch.
Holy cow, he climbed the ladder, reached up and grabbed it. Now he's not done. Then he's driven out of the play by the 20-yard line by a pack of Huskies there. But look at this catch, Aim.
Batello got up for that one, came down one hand, and just a jump ball above Kenton Tallheim, who we do not usually see
out-jump
those jump balls. Yeah, but Batello showing off the athleticism and a big yards after catch for him as well.
Moving the football again. Here's the Spartans. They'll stick with that twins formation to the far side. Snap back a little low, fielded by Nahara. Now he's got plenty of time. He's surveying the field, looking to figure out where to go. Now he's got a quarter of the end zone. Nobody's there except a Spartan, and a Spartan touchdown is going to happen. Colton Musel wide open in the corner of the end zone. Where was Northern Valley?
Yeah, Nahara did a really nice job right there, being patient. He couldn't run. He took the snap, and so we know that he couldn't run. But the defense, the backside defense, finally broke down and left all alone in the end zone there for the score.
Tick, tick, tick. He sat back there and had all the time in the world to survey, let his receivers do their work, and Colton found a corner where nobody was. It was an easy pitch and catch.
It's one of the rare times tonight that Northern Valley hasn't had a guy just kind of bearing down on him as he's trying to get that ball off.
New formation here on the extra point. They'll slap direct back to Nahara. He's got to find a receiver here again. Kinnerconnect bearing down. Into the middle it goes, and it's picked off by Jason Cox. But you cannot return an extra point, so that will negate the play. And we'll be back with your kickoff here at Open Spaces Sports. Northern Valley now leads 28-12 over Deerfield.
Equity Bank, they mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in the drive-thrus. They're at the Equity Bank. They're proud members of the community, big supporters of high school athletics. They shoot straight, and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
Got to talk about these Deerfield Spartans not giving up.
No, two shaky offensive possessions to start this game, and Northern Valley capitalized on it. But since then, they've been going shot for shot with the Northern Valley Huskies, keeping it a two-possession game. And you got to imagine they're going to line up for another onside kick here, as they had a beautiful onside kick last time that they scored, getting the ball back.
Irvin Rodriguez looks to be the one who's going to tee it again. Perfect placement. Aim, you said it was the best onside kick you've seen all season.
Yeah, and they did a little bit of switching up front there. Owen Hammond is now on the outside instead of Jason Cox.
As they'll put 3 defenders here to the right side, they're going to do it again. Beautiful onside kick picked up by Cox, and looks like it will be blown dead, and they'll either, that's going to be
I think it's going to be offsides on Deerfield here.
Oh, so it's kind of like a false start? Yeah.
Yep, so they back them up 5, and they're going to kick again.
Nice crew work. Did
Yep.
you see the preliminary signal by the back judge?
It was nice.
That was great work.
So we'll see. Now they're kicking from their 25 instead of their 30, and it seems like it might not matter that much, but if Northern Valley gets it now, they're already on the Deerfield side of the field, so we'll see if they still go onside kick and are okay with the threat of Northern Valley starting in their own side of the field, or if they'll kick it long and try to get it over Northern Valley's head. As you can see, everybody is cheating up here. Jeremiah Hansen not very far back for this one.
And Nolan Kennerconnect, the senior leader out there, goes, boys, they're going to come my way this time. He's like, believe me, here we go. So he moved and flipped Gavin over there. They're going to go 3 on the one side, 2 on this near side. And they're going to talk about it here.
It looks like he's correct.
And they're going to go again another onside kick at a high jumping ball. And that ball's on the ground.
Ball.
Kenton Tallheim picked it up, scooped it up, and saved it for Northern Valley. What a weapon that Rodriguez is with his onside kicks.
Yeah, even though they knew they went strong side, flipped the field, and it seemed like they had the numbers that it wasn't going to be a problem. That bounce that you do not usually see a high school kicker at any level get down. That is a nice bounce on that onside kick, and that is hard, no matter how sure your hands are, to reel that thing in. 3
in a row good ones. Northern Valley will start tight here again. Brody Preston now snapping the ball. Now they'll get the handoff to Kennerconnect. Wrapped up in the backfield, and a loss on the play has number 42 for the Spartans. That's Gabe Christ solidifying that left-hand side of his defense. That's the second time they've ran that play, and Christ has blown it up both times.
Yeah, it was Chris and Robles in there on that one, finishing it off. They weren't fooling anybody with that little wing around handoff.
Northern Valley will go 2nd and 16.
They go into the single back set once again.
And a blitz right up the middle. Option play out here to Hansen. Great block on the edge by Cox will result in a 10-yard gain here for Northern Valley, leaving them 3rd and 6, 6.5, maybe 7.
Yeah, it looked as though it was going to be the same play there for a moment in the same formation, but the quick pitch out to Hansen, able to pick up 10 nice yards for the Huskies, leaving them with a 3rd and manageable.
Back under center goes Tallheim. Snap is away. Now pitches to Hansen. He's looking for Cox. He's open in the back of the end zone. He's going to be able to get and drag and pull and score the touchdown.
That was a big man play right there from Jason Cox. After he gets the catch, he drags 2 defenders with him. But look at this pass from Jeremiah Hansen on the run. Able to put this thing on a dot. Hit him on the run. That's what makes that play possible. If that ball isn't on the numbers, he might still make the catch, but he's not getting the touchdown on that.
He threw it across his body and put it in the perfect spot. Cox caught and exploded into the end zone for 6 more for Northern Valley.
He was not to be denied.
Lining up for 2 once again. High snap, but it's pulled down by Hansen, and this one is good by Gavin Tallheim, and they've converted on a field goal.
Put a little less leg into that one, as he knows he's got the distance, so it was a little more finesse shot instead of a power kick, and it works perfectly for the kicker for the Huskies.
36-12. We'll be back with the kickoff here in 60 seconds.
You appreciate it when people listen to you. You like it when they understand. We understand, and we think we have something you're going to like. My name is Brandy Archer. I'm part of the First National Bank and Trust family in Phillipsburg, Logan, Long Island, Smith County Bank and Smith Center, and Solomon Valley Bank in Beloit, member FDIC. You work hard around home, around your family, at your job, and you deserve some perks. Benefits like shopping and travel discounts, protection on your cell phone, roadside assistance. Perks. Today, go to agbank.bank. Take a look at the brand new Perk checking account and all the special benefits perfect for someone like you. Reduce risk, save money, get your own Perk checking account. Know that today and every day, First National Bank and Trust is here for you.
Gavin teed up. Another whistle is happening as We pointed to the north side of the end zone. Maybe somebody had some lights on over there or something. I didn't catch it. But we'll start back up the timer as Tolheim approaches. He's going to go trying to drive this ball all the way into the end zone. This time it's taken at the 1 yard line for Macias, and he's going to get to the outside, and he does. He breaks contain as he slipped a tackle of Peyton David, but he'll get all the way across the 21 yard line before he is wrapped up by Jeremiah Hansen.
Yeah, Macias doing a nice job putting his foot in the ground and turning up for a couple extra yards there before going down by contact. But a decent return. They start at their own 21-22 here. We'll see if they can get it rolling once again and keep this as a two-possession game.
Rodriguez going to snap to Hill. Trey Hill barks out the signal now quickly to Navarra. Navarra scrambled around trying to find somewhere to go, directing traffic like a good quarterback should. Finds Hill in the middle, wrapped up. He could not get away from Kinnerconnect.
That was a good job by Kinnerconnect there, fighting through the stiff arm that was a pretty good stiff arm that I thought was going to give him the space that he needed to turn that into more of it than a 1 yard gain there. But the good job by the senior defender sticking with that tackle.
Now they're going to bring everybody to the near side in an overload situation. Hill back to Nahara. And he'll get around the edge, out of the contain, and he'll slide down after a gain of 5 yards on the play. Bringing up 3rd and 10.
And they mark it back where he started the slide, not where he ends the slide. He got some pretty good distance on that.
He did.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9 for the Spartans here.
As the Northern Valley safeties are now playing almost 15 yards off the ball.
Yeah, and they don't feel like they have a reason to get back further than that, as it's been all short stuff like it is right here. And they shut it down on that one for even a short loss.
Lira was there, the man who caught that ball. It was kind of like a little screen pass, but it did not fool Kinnerconnect, and he wrapped him up again.
Yeah, and Kinnerconnect did a nice job fighting around the block of Trayton Hill, because if Hill would have got his hands on him, he probably would have got to the sticks. But nice job. We said Kinnerconnect's name on 2 good defensive plays in a row.
Robles checking back in as they look like they're probably going to go for it here on 4th down. Coach Adam LaRue trying to get them all set and ready to go. Nahara's got it, fakes off to the right-hand side. He's going to get the first down and much, much more. He's going to work his way across the field where he is knocked out down there by Jason Cox. He took a big shot, but not after a gain of 22-plus yards.
Yeah, it was a good hit by Jason Cox there, but not before the damage was done. A nice 20, 30-yard pickup, 20, 25-yard pickup there. He turned the boosters on, and he was off to the races.
Hey, I'm glad they can't see my broadcast.
Right.
Trips on the far side.
Wi-Fi, right?
That's right. As with 1:59 to go here in this first half, the Spartans need points. Robles with a catch out in the flat, but could not avoid the tackle.
And if they call the flag on Northern Valley, that'd be interesting, because he was held by the Deerfield guy that pulled him down. So we'll see how this plays out.
Well, I think they're going to get who you see.
Yeah, they're going to get Gavin for this.
They're going to get Gavin on it. Which will we'll look for the preliminary signal here. Oops, sorry.
Which he was driving after the initial whistle, but
dead ball, personal foul on the defense. Yeah, they're going to get Gavin. He was probably more out of bounds than the whistle represented.
And we can't see that from our side. We just saw that he was pulled down by the Deerfield guy. But, benefit of the doubt is always going to go to the offense as well in that situation.
Yeah, so it'll be a first down, automatic first down No, it'll be second down because of the infraction being back. I don't know. We might have to talk to New York on that. I thought it was personal foul always resulted in an automatic first down, but we're going to go second and short here. Deerfield needs points here. 1:46 to go here before half.
I think they were saying it was a spot foul, perhaps, and so that's why they still have a yard to pick up. But I'm not going to question it. Those guys are a lot smarter than me down there.
Hill ready to take this one. Trey Hill now flip back to O'Hara again. Hesitates. He's going to try and advance up the middle, but he is taken down short of the first down.
Yeah, it started his slide before he got to the sticks. You got to be aware of where you are on that field. As if he would have just put his shoulder down, he probably would have fell forward for a first down, but instead he took the slide and loses half a yard.
So it'll bring up third and one and a half, maybe two. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that direct snap where they hand it to Robles and he just bulldozes for a
the
first
dive
down.
where they scored their first touchdown would be a good play right here. As you can see Northern Valley out a little wide.
Nahara's going to float it up, and Owen Hammond read it, had it, and then lost it.
Hammond is doing a really nice job reading the eyes of the passer back there. Almost came up with the second pick of the night.
He was there, made it a good play on the ball, just couldn't make the catch.
So 4th and 2, and maybe that's why they went for the pass there, as they knew this was 2-down territory, and they can do that little play that we were talking about on this down and pick up that yardage.
Maybe he's watching Open Spaces Sports. Doubtful.
I doubt it too.
But we're glad that you're watching Open Spaces Sports here in playoff
right.
six-man football. Snap back to Hill. Flip to Navarra. Navarra is going to put it into the end zone. Kenton Tallheim's going to rip it out, and he's going to try and go all the way. That is a 80-yard touchdown pick six for Kenton Tallheim. Hope you got all that on camera, Aim.
Well, I also got that little shove at the end there.
Going to hit the replay button now.
And another turn of events. Caught that one on the end zone, the other end zone, and goes all the way in. Little extra action after the play there.
Well, the officials are now going to talk about it, zoom in on it a little bit here. We're going to figure out what the heck they're going to do, because that was clearly a cheap shot.
I was trying to keep
if you're
my eyes back
unsportsmanlike
behind Kenton as well to see if everything was clean going back. Another really nice block set by Jason Cox on that breakaway. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was perfect.
He flipped into offensive lineman mode instantly.
We'll see what happens. As the touchdown was good, and then we have, after a dead ball, personal foul on the defense. And we're going to see Coach Gephardt is maybe asking why is he not getting ejected for a play like that, is the argument that Coach is trying to give him.
Well, I don't know if it was the same person or not. But if it is a personal foul and it's your first infraction, I believe that you get one. And then if it happens again, he gets tossed from the game. Which I think he's saying that he was the guy that pulled down Gavin on the other side, but he didn't get called for that. Gavin did. So
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I'm doing a whole lot of speculation right now.
That's all right. That's kind of our job.
You can mute us if you want to.
Touchdown was good on the 80-yard pick six by Kenton Tallheim. We're going to shoot. Now the extra point is coming. Had the preliminary signal. Now that we're going to apply the 15 yards on the kickoff. So 40 ticks left to go here in the first half. Northern Valley currently up 42-12. Gavin he's 1 for 1 over his last one.
That's right.
Let's not count all the ones before. This one is up, and it is good. Now he's 2 for 2 over his last two.
Got that finesse kick down. getting
44-12. We'll be back with your kickoff here and more from Open Spaces Sports.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery with a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
Back with Open Spaces Sports. Zane Baird and Clint Cox here for your broadcast.
So they're going to move this up to the opposing 35 since there was that personal foul on the touchdown.
An unsportsmanlike called.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Not personal foul.
Yeah, the unsportsmanlike, you want to know that because if you get two of them, you don't get to play anymore.
Yeah. Yep. You got to keep your hands to yourself.
Zoom in here. We're a little.
And so you imagine Northern Valley is not going to go deep on this one, but rather
Interconnect. Yep.
They are going to go a little onside or pooch kick here.
Going to go right at Rodriguez, and Rodriguez smothers it like a shortstop. No, that was bad.
It was a nice dig, like a shortstop. There you go.
Yeah, but he didn't pick it up and throw it to the ref.
Well, that's probably okay. Just rips it over to first base.
Yeah, that's what I was anticipating. But
what about a goalie, hockey goalie?
There you go. Smothers it like a puck coming at him.
Ate that puck.
Yeah. It's hockey season in the Valley.
I don't watch a lot of hockey, but those guys are impressive.
A.
That's exhausting. I can hardly skate just going in a circle, let alone doing it playing a sport. So
long discussion on the far barrier over there.
Yeah, and I think they're I don't know.
Coach LaRue is not happy about something over there. The white hat Jim is over there talking to him.
I wonder if it's a continued discussion about what happened beforehand or if it's on this kickoff right here, because it didn't seem like there was anything to talk about on the kickoff.
I think he might have been complaining or voicing his thoughts on Thalheim lifting the ball up over his head.
Pointing at the scoreboard?
Yeah, and then he got hit. And only one flag was called instead of maybe two. Looks like reinforcements are coming in here.
Playing some 7-man football.
They're gonna see if they can get away with 7 men on the field. You and I've got it. Oh, let them. Oh, Jim's gonna call the flag as there was too many illegal participation is the call on the field.
I guess.
Illegal substitution.
Again, I don't know. But don't you let that play out a little bit to see if they all get set?
You can't break the huddle.
Break the huddle, okay.
Break the huddle, I think.
That was my question.
You know, we got to watch that a lot with Bill Snyder's teams.
Yeah.
Now I'm back into that tight formation. They brought in number 1, Ruben Guzman at quarterback. And now they hand the ball right up the middle to Hill. And he'll drag Northern Valley Huskies for a 10-yard gain.
I haven't seen much action from Hill. He's been mostly a blocker in there as Nahara's been playing quarterback. Hill's the one that gets that direct snap and flips it back to him. So he's had to stay in for protection, but a nice run there.
Kind of flipping the script, going Guzman going to be a quarterback. He's just a freshman, 5'7", 150 pounds. But looks a little lightning quick there in the bottle as Hill now take this ball. He'll advance right up the middle. He'll be on the ball, is loose, and Northern Valley will be on it. He had gained 10 yards. He got 10 yards in a first down, but then a shot freed the ball. Northern Valley will get it back.
With 4 seconds left on the clock before halftime, I expect to see a nice shot to the end zone here. Kenton Thalheim has the arm to do it. We'll see if they can get that separation.
zoom in a touch. Our camera, I'm sorry, our camera does not like us here tonight. We're getting some fuzzy shots at it.
One of these days we'll get the upgrade.
One of them will get an upgrade, is right. So they're going to go Twins to the far side, Hanson and Kinner connect. Cox is going to snap it back to Gavin Tallheim, who'll throw it back to Kenton. They're going to try and run deep with it. The ball is a bomb thrown for Kinner Connect's way. He caught it, but he's going to be driven out of bounds, and that's going to end the half as Northern Valley could be in control at halftime. They lead 44-12 over the Deerfield Spartans.
As I guarantee we see the onside kick. We've
Rodriguez,
seen 3 good ones.
Rodriguez is a heck of a weapon there with that right foot of his. 3 consecutive wonderful onside kicks. Officials have their hand in the air. We're waiting for a whistle, and we've got it right now. We're ready for football in the second half. Onside kick is on the way. Beautiful bounce, and picked up there by Gavin and taken down by Trey Hill. Clean play, but a big hit by Hill knocks Gavin backwards.
Yeah, Northern Valley did a nice job there getting possession of that one. A couple of other times they've been a little shaky and not reeling that ball in because you know that hit is coming, and we saw it right there. Gavin takes the hit and gives Huskies the ball.
They'll start in that tight formation once again. Tallheim under center. Hands back to Kenner Connect. He'll swing around the left side edge, and Christ is there one more time. Every time they run that play, he is there to clean it up.
Yeah, he gets his paw on them, and he's not able to go anywhere, as that's the 3rd or 4th time they've done that, and I think it's been a collective 1-2 yards on the night on that play.
Christ has been eating it up every time. They're going with a 2-3-1 defense now against Northern Valley's tight formation. They'll go back to that same formation, see if they can run a variable off at this one. They'll toss back to Hanson, looking to run, looking to pass. Now he'll cut back and now hit the accelerator button, but a shoestring tackle made by Robles, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12 yards.
Yeah, and that was a really crucial tackle there from Robles in spaces. We've seen Jeremiah Hanson time and time again, as we talked about him being over 2,000 yards of rushing in his career. You wonder how many of them come off a play like that where he cuts that back as the entire field washes down, and he's just got nothing but daylight in front of him. So he did a nice job containing Jeremiah on that play.
Kenner connected, Hanson closest to us. The quarterback, Kenton, barks out a signal. Now a direct handoff to Gavin, who'll steamroll up for 10 more yards. It'll bring up 4th down, Northern Valley's first 4th down of the night, maybe?
Maybe.
4th and 4, staring at it. Northern Valley will go over the ball. Trying to run quick. Now they're going to go back at it. Twins here to this far side. Tough matchup out here with Kinner Connect and Hanson just in isolation.
They're looking for Hanson on the edge. He does get it, picks that thing up before it gets on the ground. Did a nice job stretching out for a couple extra yards at the end of that one, but it is going to be short and give the ball back to Deerfield. And that is a big stop to start this half, and that is exactly what the Spartans needed.
Look at the Spartans just rally to the football here. Hanson in the flat, and he is swarmed by 4 defenders and gets tied up, cannot get to the first down sticks. It'll be a turnover on downs. Marseilles with a wonderful tackle to save that. Handoff goes to Robles, and they'll go around the outside. Cox eats up a defender and then still pulls the running back down.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'd spend a lot of time in that formation if you're Deerfield, as they found their success spreading the field out and getting their athletes in space, and haven't seen a lot of yards gained in that bunch group, that tight formation. They go back to it here.
Ruben Gutzman still, Ruben is taking over at the quarterback spot. That ball hit the ground. Now a hand to Hill trying to make his way up the middle, and Northern Valley's defensive line says not going to happen. Gavin Tallheim and Brody Preston ate him up.
Brody Preston with a stop.
And that could be a part of what we're seeing is we have not seen much of Nahara since he was the one that got called for the personal foul there at the end of the first half. Just kind of switched the way they've been able to play. Found something working. They've had to pivot.
Twins to the near side. Botello and Mercedes. Gutzman now his first opportunity to throw the ball, and it's going to end up short as he was trying to find Botello in the left hand flat.
It's going to be 4th and 14 and a half.
Tough position there for Ruben Gutzman, just a freshman, 5'7", 150 pounds, trying to make a play.
4th and 14.
And he's going to go out on this side at 4th and 14. Coach LaRue would like to draw something up here to get his team into a first down. They got to stop coming out of halftime just like they needed. Now they need a first down. Got to find 15 yards on this play. Robles pump fakes once. Now he'll let it loose, and it's caught for a first down and many, many more. And it'll be drug out by Brody Preston, but that ball was caught by Musel.
First time calling that name tonight, and he comes up in a big way for his first large play of the game right there.
Robles with the pass that time. And when they needed a first down, they got it.
Guzman and Macias are going to come back in for Deerfield, and they are going to spread it out here. Going to keep Robles, it looks like, in the backfield. Oh, excuse me, Guzman is going to be back there.
Guzman sidearm pass, and now it's going to be caught, but it'll be out of bounds after a short 5-yard gain.
Guzman throws a nice ball when he's got the time to do so. Maybe just a little bit, shaky there to start this one as he was getting snaps at a very crucial time in a playoff game. But he's starting to settle into this game and starting to put that ball more on the numbers of his teammates.
That was freshman to freshman. They've got 3 freshmen on the field at the moment.
It's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Against this senior-laden Northern Valley team. Guzman looking to throw, does the kind of sidearm to Hill. He's going to make one-man miss, make two-man miss. He's going to march his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Hill making people miss, swerving in and out, and he'll take it for 6.
Started with we did the shortstop reference earlier, but he started with the short stomp throw right there around the defender, and then Hill just does the rest.
Extra point. I don't know whether they're going to kick or go for it.
They have not kicked yet tonight, so I would be shocked if they started now. And they will not. They're going to run a play here, try to get that extra point.
Botello now with it. Christian going to make his way around the right side. Now he's looking to throw across his body, wide open for the conversion as he found Musel. And it is good, 44-19, Northern Valley over Deerfield, but Deerfield coming out in the second half swinging. We'll be back with more of your second half action here at Open Spaces Sports in no time.
Mittens of Oakley is located right off I-70 and Highway 40 in Oakley, Kansas, and they've been serving folks for decades. That's right, folks. They provide, of course, bulk fuel and oil delivery in 3 different states, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, they'll go there to take care of you. Plus, folks, they have a great convenience store. When you pull off the interstate, you can find about anything you want in the convenience store. If you're hungry, you can eat at the IHOP or run over to Sonic or maybe even Subway. It's all available at Mittens in Oakley, right off I-70 and Highway 40.
Stephen Cox and Associates of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the athletic and academic success of the students of Northern Valley. Go Huskies from Stephen Cox and Associates.
Momentum taken here in the second half by the Deerfield Spartans. And one of their best assets, Irvin Rodriguez, set, and he'll drive it to the near side at us. Tallheim fields a kick and tries to bring it back. Swept out the official. He'll drag it back for a gain of 7 yards on the return. Northern Valley will start this drive in Deerfield territory on the 34-yard line.
Yeah, a little trickier look there. They've gone strong side on all of their onside kicks. Go weak side that time. Ken Tolheim with the sure hands picks that one up, and, man, he was smelling the end zone. You could see he was wanting to put that one away.
He doesn't get to carry the ball that much. And It's difficult how many touchdowns he gets to have on a year. Now they're going to run that same play to Kinderconnect once again. He's going to cut back across the field and be dragged down after a gain of 4.
Determined to make it work, and they do have their best showing on it of the night.
Second and 11. This Northern Valley will line up in a power formation one more time. Just one setback is Jeremiah Hansen. He's got the flip this time. He will be tackled after a short gain of 2 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Hanson was carried for 2 yards.
So Gavin Tallheim will come back in for the Huskies.
Northern Valley's offense kind of sputtering here to start the second half. Went 4 and out. Now they got 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, feels like they've taken their foot off the gas maybe a little bit here, gone under center most of these plays.
Double reverse. Now Jason Cox has the football coming around the left side. Spin move, and it'll be enough for a 1st down as he'll carry it for 13 yards and a Husky 1st down.
And that's one of the things that the Huskies have going for them more than a lot of teams is just because everyone is eligible in 6-man football doesn't mean that everybody has those playmakers like Northern Valley does. As Jason Cox, you saw the end around right there, is the starting center for the Huskies. You know, a lot of times you still got these bigger, more traditional type blockers in there, even though it is 6-man football. But Northern Valley has guys who would probably be an end or a running back or a wing all over the place.
Oh, extra fancy pass there as they line up in what looks like a run formation. Kenton Tallheim drops back and fires a laser into the middle where he finds Jeremiah Hansen. You can see it right here, Aim.
Yeah, you put it behind him on the back shoulder, but Jeremiah does a nice job recovering there and getting 6 points for the Dogs.
Gavin trying to make it 3 in a row. Snap was a little wide. The kick was his best one of the night. My car's parked back there. Don't hit that, Gavin. 50-19, 52-19, Northern Valley now with the lead. We'll be back with more of your third quarter action here at Open Spaces Sports after this word from our sponsors.
Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
All Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically.
Northern Valley kind of sputtering there, but they do find the end zone here in the second half to stretch this lead to 52-19. Gavin Tallheim lining up to kick it off. Looks like they're going to kick it deep. And he does. Kind of a line drive shot this time, but it goes around the Spartan into the end zone for his first touchback of the night.
I think he's through the end zone for a touchback.
So Deerfield will start at the 15-yard line, their own 15-yard line, after that one went through the end zone. And we'll see if they can keep the good times rolling like they did last time, even with Ruben Guzman back there at quarterback in this second half. Starting to find a little success, even with the change at quarterback, scoring on that last trip down the field.
Owen Hammond back playing safety, now trying to rotate a few players in. It looks like Kinderconnect's doing a little stretching of a calf here below us. Northern Valley's got enough depth. They're going to run in the tight formation, And a ball's going to be on the ground. Guzman's got to just jump back on it.
Ball is on the ground. Guzman recovers.
As the freshman mishandled the snap from Rodriguez.
And that could be a big part of, the change at quarterback. And some people don't think, well, it's just a snap. How does that make a difference? But the game of football is all about repetition. And even having a different quarterback under there, man, that can change everything on those under center snaps.
Guzman's going to go to the sideline here. As Rodriguez over that football, getting ready to snap it back to Trey Hill. And a barnyard set, 2 to our close side, 1 to our far side. Toss back here.
This is Patello.
Patello, another freshman, looking to figure somewhere out. The ball is
Does
free.
come out that time.
Scoop and score, Jeremiah Henson.
Tried to throw it to get out of trouble there before he got put down on the ground. Let's see, I moved the camera at some point. I guess I didn't move it fast enough.
And there it is, touchdown. Kitten about line. Their second defensive touchdown of the evening.
Cameraman over here.
Amateur.
Yeah. Anyway, it was cool.
It was pretty cool.
Got caught watching the action.
Kick is away. Kick is good.
They brought the heat off the edge that time. Thought they were going to get a piece of it, but he gets the high arcing kick high enough over the fingertips of Deerfield.
If you know where you're at here, if you're a Northern Valley fan, that about made it to the windbreak on the far north side of the field. That's a boot, man.
That's a boot.
That's a boot time.
That was probably 35 yards.
Yeah, no problems with there. We got another time for our sponsors. Let's let them have their due, and we'll be back with your kickoff in a few moments.
At Equity Bank, they mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in the drive-thrus. They're at the Equity Bank. They're proud members of the community, big supporters of high school athletics. They shoot straight, and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
You're looking right there at the bracket and the six-man playoff track. Northern Valley and Deerfield here tonight. The winner of this one will play the winner of Ashland and Brewster Tri-Plains. That's being played tonight as well. We'll be here with Open Spaces Sports, bringing you your six-man playoff football all year long. So saddle up and ride with us. Back to football we must go. Jason's going to kick? No. All right, Gavin's going to kick. Quickly from the outside. Now he's going to be caught, and being down on his knees was Guzman, and they will take over from there. The 33-yard line is where the Spartans will take over. Back to that bracket real quick before we change the possession. Northern Valley's got to line up against Ashland. Ashland most likely is going to win that game coming out. That game was a hard-fought loss for Northern Valley last year in the playoffs. This year, it's going to be another very difficult game. Guzman, we still got action here, and he makes a nice pass. Gain of 6 yards as the catch was made by Colton Musil. Freshman to freshman, they're moving the football.
But yeah, like you said, if Northern Valley gets out of this one, they're going to get a fairly familiar opponent regardless of who wins that other game. They're either going to play league mate Tri-Plains Brewster or Ashland, who they have played 2 times already within a year. And last time we saw them was here at home. Northern Valley took care of business, but we know as well as anybody that when you play a team multiple times in football, it's hard to just have the same results.
Quick moves here by Christian. He's finally wrapped up by Peyton David and driven down, but not after he gains 20 yards and a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, Patello has done a really nice job this evening of, if he's got space, he is doing a really good job of eating up all of that yardage in front of him.
1st and 15 on the 21-yard line. Their offense has not slowed down. After they took the quarterback off the field, this snap will go on a dribble snap now to Guzman. He's picked up. The ball was now thrown, and it's going to fall for an incomplete pass as they were trying to find Rodriguez.
Some serious mustard on that pass, and it just goes through the hands of his intended receiver there. But like you said, they've done a good job after they kind of got into the rhythm of things, maybe got the pregame jitters gone. They've moved the ball well. It's these turnovers and the mistakes that have been so costly, and Northern Valley has been capitalizing on them.
Looks like the Spartans are going to talk about it here. It'll give us the time to talk to our sponsors.
You appreciate it when people listen to you. You like it when they understand. We understand, and we think we have something you're going to like. My name is Brandy Archer. I'm part of the First National Bank and Trust family in Phillipsburg, Logan, Long Island, Smith County Bank and Smith Center, and Solomon Valley Bank in Beloit, member FDIC. You work hard around home, around your family, at your job, and you deserve some perks. Benefits like shopping and travel discounts, protection on your cell phone, roadside assistance. Perks. Today, go to agbank.bank, take a look at the brand new Perk checking account and all the special benefits perfect for someone like you. Reduce risk, save money, get your own Perk checking account. Know that today and every day, First National Bank and Trust is here for you.
Back into action. Sorry about that. Fat fingered it. Long pass for Guzman as he's going to the corner. Hanson goes up and does not come down with it. Looked like he kind of pushed off.
Yeah, they're lucky they didn't get a pass interference there, as he definitely went up for that one and got hands on the back of the receiver.
Hanson broke on that ball.
You can see it right there, the push off, and even though he didn't come down with that one, fortunate that they did not get the flag.
No, it didn't get an automatic first down.
3rd and 15 for the Spartans.
Hill's got it. Now he'll go back to Guzman, who's looking to find, and he does. Robles in the middle, breaks the tackle at Cox. He's sniffing the end zone. He spins, he moves, he dives, he scores! All the way from the 22-yard line. Robles will take that pass in and score.
Yeah, once he broke that first initial tackle and got away from his defender, you could just sense that Robles had his sights set on the end zone and was not to be denied. Good spin move right there. Through 2 defenders, cashing it in for Deerfield.
60-25, they're lining up. They're going to go for 1. Guzman pump fakes once, goes back into the middle. Hill could not control it, and it will go as a failed attempt. And we'll be back with yet another kickoff here at Open Spaces Sports in 60 seconds.
Serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
All Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically.
Nice house music. Kind of gets me pumped for basketball season, but we're still in the middle of football.
Outcasts get me pumped for everything.
Yeah, I agree. This is a great music video, too, if you remember it.
Wow, you just dated yourself a little bit.
That's right. Rodriguez to put the onside kick down again. Kenton Tallheim tried to go one way. He's going to try and go now the other. Hill wraps him up. Kenton fields the onside, takes it back for 7 more yards.
So, you know, when you were listening to music and watching music, MTV actually played music videos.
Yeah, I don't even know if MTV's a real channel anymore.
I didn't know the M stood for music growing up because it never had music on it.
You pup. Twins to the far side goes Hansen and Kinderknecht. Tallheim looking to go deep, and there's nobody around. Oh!
They dialed that up. They've been working it into the repetitions, sucking that defense in, had the shot right there to Kinderknecht, just puts it a little bit long.
No one wants that one back big time. Kenton just let him just too much. Would have been a great catch by Kinderknecht just on the outside of his arm. We'll see if they reload. They go into the same formation again. See what we're doing.
We've seen Kinderknecht make that play and harder catches than that this season.
And they are going to try and drive everybody deep. Kenton's looking for it. Now he's going to take off on a run. To the left, to the right he goes, and he will dive for 6! Touchdown! Kenton Tallheim on a long run.
They're going to get Brody Preston, Jason Cox here for a crackback block, I believe, in the middle of the field.
We're going to have to go searching for it. I saw, there it was.
It's a play that the officials in Keisha have really been trying to crack down on, pun intended, I suppose, this year. Trying to keep players safe as it's a defenseless defender, I suppose. And that's a hard one because that used to just be known as a really good football block. But the times change, and you got to keep the kids safe.
Jason's arguing his case.
And he knew after he did it, too. He turned around and put his hands up, and he knew he was kind of on the edge with that one and saying he got his hands out there, and that is how you do it. If you get those hands out and in front, they're not going to call that, but they thought there was not the hands out.
Jason not happy with the call. I don't know how the rule states. I know that you can't crack back. I don't know if you put your hands on him through him first, whether it matters. That's Jason's argument. Not sure it's a good one. But
well, I think it does matter. I just don't think that they thought that he did. But they are going to give the benefit of the doubt to the defender because they're trying to really tighten the screws down on that play.
Back to Tallheim again. Hansen's open. The ball's going to be a bomb. And he drilled Hansen in the end zone for a touchdown. That ball traveled 50 yards in the air and found at the bottom Hansen.
Yeah, that one left the screen. It was so high up there.
From the 35-yard line to 5 yards deep in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Stay hot, Gavin. Pressure off the right edge, and it is good. Made his last 5 attempts, kicking them through.
Man, Deerfield is bringing the heat off the edge. I'm kind of surprised they haven't got a piece of one of these.
68-25. I'm going to have to ask Coach Fezinen how many points we need to end this one. We'll be right back. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. It's time now
for another live video broadcast.
Sorry about that, folks.
We need 2.
You appreciate it when people listen to you. You like it when they understand. We understand, and we think we have something you're going to like. My name is Brandy Archer. I'm part of the First National Bank and Trust family in Phillipsburg, Logan, Long Island, Smith County Bank and Smith Center, and Solomon Valley Bank in Beloit, member FDIC. You work hard around home, around your family, at your job, and you deserve some perks. Benefits like shopping and travel discounts, protection on your cell phone, roadside assistance. Perks. Today, go to agbank.bank. Take a look at the brand new Perk checking account and all the special benefits perfect for someone like you. Reduce risk, save money. Get your own Perk checking account. Know that today and every day, First National Bank and Trust is here for you.
So we will see if Deerfield can go down and answer the call. Once again, they've done a nice job in this half of every time Northern Valley has scored, thinking that they're about to put this game away, Deerfield has answered And, this one is going to go well out of bounds.
Aim for Coach Cole over there on the corner. For as accurate as he's been over the last 4, that one was kind of a shank play.
Yeah, that one was a souvenir, and that's going to give really nice position to Deerfield here.
Kick out of bounds. They have 2 choices. They take it where it is. They take it on the 25.
Where it went out and 5 more, I think, is one option. They can re-kick or the 25.
Or where it goes out.
Yeah, 25 yards from the free kick line, or you can take the penalty and you get 5 yards.
There you go.
Which is what they should have done because it didn't.
Yep, that's what they did. New York was right. Coach Fezenden giving us the correct amount of signals. Wherever it goes out, plus the 5 yards, they'll start it on the 29-yard line. Hill at quarterback. Flips back to Guzman. Guzman's going to look to go cross the field up and over.
Oh, what a play, and he comes down.
Botello has got this because it went off of Hammond's hands.
Off his fingertips, but Botello did such a nice job of keeping with that. You see so often people quit on that play because they see it get tipped and think it's going down. But watch this. He just keeps his eyes right on the ball.
And only the speed of Hanson keeps him from the end zone. Clock. And we are.
So we'll reset the game clock to 1:29 as it was good enough to move those chains. Puts them at 1st and 9, 1st and 8. The offense has found some answers.
They'll line up in the same formation. Back to Guzman it goes. Pressure quickly is going to find Hill on the outside. Tiptoes, but is going to be driven out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Guzman has done a nice job delivering catchable balls, even though Peyton David and Jason Cox have been up in his grill every single time he goes back to throw.
And I like the fact that they're going right back to Hill. That play has been positive just about every time they've ran it.
It's definitely a net positive in this game.
When they've tried to go a little bit deeper, a lot of times that ball's been up and a chance for Northern Valley to pick it off. But this time they'll go Hill, now back to Guzman once again. Across the field they'll go to that Robles over there, and he's surrounded and driven back into the ground by Kenton Tallheim.
Yeah, Robles caught that ball but wasn't able to quite secure it like he normally does after the catch. So that sliver second of him trying to gain control of that ball allowed the defender to get right on top of him and drive him down.
3rd and goal, 8-yard line. Northern Valley trying to stop them here. Putting up points is what Deerfield wants to continue to do. Snap back to Guzman. He's got to throw it. Pressure by Cox. Hits the ball into the air, and it's going to fall down as an incomplete pass. We're going to bring up 4th down.
That was a nice job by Jason Cox. Guzman has that kind of that sidearm release there, which has been tricky. He's getting around defenders, but what that does is you don't get that ball quite as high, and so you can't get it over defenders quite as easy, and you see it right there, what can happen a lot more batted balls when they kind of figure out that release angle.
And we talked about a 70-degree day at kickoff.
It was a 70-degree day.
It's not so much 70 degrees now as the chill has come into the box seats where we happen to be.
Still a beautiful, crisp fall evening. Can't ask for better football playoff weather than this.
4th down, and Robles into the backfield. When they've done this, they've just gone in a straight dive formation. Let's see what they're going to do again. And Coach Giphart saw the same thing, and he's calling timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds with their 4th and goal play.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Mittens of Oakley is located right off I-70 and Highway 40 in Oakley, Kansas, and they've been serving folks for decades. That's right, folks. They provide, of course, bulk fuel and oil delivery in 3 different states, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, they'll go there to take care of you. Plus, folks, they have a great convenience store. When you pull off the interstate, you can find about anything you want in the convenience store. If you're hungry, you can eat at the IHOP.
We'll get back to Mittens in a little bit, but 4th and goal, we're looking at it. Guzman, Cox breathing down his neck, and that ball is going to be picked off by Gavin Tallheim. He doesn't go down on the first one, and then Kenton tripped him.
Couldn't let him have his own pick six, had to trip him up. Very big brother-esque of him.
And Kenton is down on the side and trying to shake out that left leg. Hopefully just a stinger, as he's the one that brought. I know the replay's got to be way too late on
Might
it.
have got stepped on.
He's the one who brought Gavin down on that play.
He was trying to set a block and got pushed into him.
Maybe he just got stepped on, but he will jump up right now.
Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like it's that big of a deal, and hopefully it's not that big of a deal, but have you ever, when you get your foot stepped on by a cleat and it's cold outside?
It's been a few years, but I get my foot stepped on by a horse quite often.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
Yeah.
Put a cleat on that horse.
It's called a shoe.
Yeah.
So with Kenton out, we're going to put in Owen Hammond getting his first snap at quarterback, I'm going to guess. Gavin got a shoe shine. Now he's coming in. Owen will be at quarterback here. Good opportunity for the kid to
but hopefully
get a snap.
It's not anything serious for Kenton, as the Northern Valley is starting to eye that second round of playoffs, and they need their dudes all healthy. They need everybody ready to go. Tallheim with a nice run here for 5 yards, 6 yards. Up the middle.
Second down and 10. Owen is going to let the third quarter expire. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Northern Valley leads 68-25 over the Deerfield Spartans.
Run over to Sonic or maybe even Subway. It's all available at Mittens in Oakley, right off I-70 and Highway 40.
Stephen Cox and Associates of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the athletic and academic success of the students of Northern Valley. Go Huskies from Stephen Cox and Associates.
Farmers Bank and Trust has supported generations of families and businesses in the region, and they look forward to providing services to help the next generation of customers succeed. They continue to lay the groundwork for deep roots in relationships focused on your success, resulting in lasting relationships and improved communities. It's all brought to you by Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC. The First State Bank of Healy on Highway 4 in Healy provides its customers with personal touches like business accounts, checking accounts, from all kinds of loans to online banking. For all of your banking needs, make it First State Bank of Healy, member FDIC. The Healy Oil Company.
I've been putting my mic down when I hit the commercial button, and I fat-fingered it. I think we had ads there from the volleyball tournament. Thank you to the Northern Valley sponsors who make this happen here, even though you might not have got all the run that you had. Here's Hanson on the right side. Good block out there by Owen Hammond, and they are not going to catch him. Touchdown. This game is on ice. A long run of 60 yards plus on that touchdown run by Jeremiah Hanson, and that will push us to the 45-point rule. And Northern Valley will survive and advance, punch their winning ticket on, as they're going to win this one 74-25 over the Deerfield Spartans. Trophy presentation to come.
Really?
Yeah, it's a district game, I think. Hats off to the Deerfield boys as they kind of got down early, but they never quit throughout this one as they strained together a couple touchdowns there at one point.
Yeah, had a fair amount of adversity, but, you know, I said it in the middle of this game, and I'll just state it again. This Deerfield team, if you remember watching them a couple of years ago and watching them now, it is impressive what these athletes and these coaches have put together and are continuing to put together. And I see nothing but a bright future from the Spartans down there.
Northern Valley and Deerfield meeting into the middle of that field for a quick prayer. As this game is going to come to a close. Aim, you got anything you want to say about it? Let's pump up that bracket real quick.
Yeah, like I said, Northern Valley's got business done here tonight. Going to find another formidable foe in the next round as this one as they continue to try to work their way to that title game. And this sub-state is going to be hard, though. I mean, you see, looking down that bracket, Ingalls is no slouch, and we didn't see them at full force if they get through. But Cheyenne, man, they gave us their best foot forward last time we played them in Northern Valley. You know, they're fine with whoever they play, but you're not wanting to overlook the next round. But they know who's in this sub-state. They know what's in front of them to get the job done, and they've got some good teams yet in front of them. But it's just you go 1-0, and they did that here tonight. You reset, and you're ready to go 1-0 the next time out.
As the Northern Valley will pose with the trophy real quick.
We'd like to take pictures. We'd like to let the Norton Press and the Yearbook take pictures first.
As Northern Valley will push forward. Don't know right now if it's going to be a home game or an away game. But open spaces will be there.
I think they're a higher seed than either one of those, so it should be a home game.
It should be, but I'm not for sure. Is that right?
I'm not sure how the format works anymore, but in my head, it would make sense if we saw you back here for the next one.
Well, if not, if it's not going to be in Almena, open spaces will be there, and we'll broadcast the game, have a live video stream for you to be able to watch at your pleasure and at your own convenience. That being said, you can always archive the game. Go check out the archives. You can watch any game that Open Spaces has ever done, and it's available there. Just punch it in.